What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lucid Daily. Today we do have a little bit of news we need to go ahead and get through, so let's get started. First off, Lucid was down 1.64% today. They were down another 1.4% in the after hours, so not too relatively flat on the day. Obviously, just a little bit more repercussions from the earnings call, but nonetheless, it didn't fall too much more than it did yesterday. So let's keep going. Tesla was up 1.8% today. The news that Giga Berlin is going to open imminently is getting closer and closer. I expect it to open on Friday. Tesla was also down 1% in the after hours. Not sure what happened in the after hours, so we'll have to take a look at it tomorrow. You also have Rivian down 13%. They're absolutely getting thrashed for raising the price on their trucks so much. So I'm sure you've seen a lot of different pre-orders of people just saying, I'm not going through with mine, I'm canceling my reservation. In hindsight, I don't know how much Rivian had a ton of pre-orders, so I don't know if that's going to hurt them a lot or if that was kind of part of the plan, like they want to slow the demand down a little bit. I don't know, but we'll see how Rivian talks about this on their earnings call next Thursday. So that's definitely something I'll be listening for. Next, you have the SPY up 1.84%. So Lucid lagged behind just a little bit. Next, you did have Bear's Workshop go out today. There was a total of 97 cars out there today. I did watch Bear's Workshop's live stream, and he was apologetic for the fact that he multiple times he said he'd be surprised if they had not delivered those 520 yet. So I'm not going to comment on any further, but yeah, he was apologetic, and yeah, we got lots to learn from. There was 97 cars out there. We do know that they're not completely done with Dream Edition yet, but they have started production of the Grand Touring. So we can't take these pictures as like doctrine necessarily, but they are a good source of kind of output. We do need to be seeing between 40 to 60 cars a day for Lucid to hit that 12 to 16 cars. So hopefully we can start to see Lucid continue to ramp up relatively quickly. You can't see a ton of cars out here without wrapping on. So I see one gold one right here. So that's a Dream Edition. I don't see any other gold one. So hopefully they're getting finished up with that Dream Edition. Next, you did have a whole Mars catalog talk to Elon a little bit last night. He said, Elon, did you see that Lucid is building a factory in Saudi Arabia? Thoughts on the location choice? And Elon Musk replied and said, Saudi Arabia owns 2/3 of Lucid, so inevitable. And I did a little bit of digging, and I learned that in 2018, Tesla stock was trading for around $300 a share. And the PIF took a 5% stake in Tesla and was reportedly in talks to help take the company private. This happened when the private part happened when Elon Musk was tweeting, like considering taking Tesla private. I believe the PIF was going to assist in helping take Tesla private. So this, I just thought it was interesting. Elon wasn't necessarily negative about it, and I wonder if the PIF had take Tesla private, if they would have built a factory, if Tesla would have built a factory in Saudi Arabia as well. I don't know what the conditions were. It was just interesting. Elon didn't say anything negative about it. He just said it was inevitable. So there you go. I know there's a lot of different opinions about building a factory in Saudi Arabia. However, Bank of America clearly thinks that's a really good thing. Murphy from Bank of America still holds the same $60 target and maintains a buy rating on Lucid stock, citing the new Saudi Arabia factory as a chance for more international expansion and Lucid's strong financials backed by 25,000 orders of the Air sedan. So Murphy's still relatively it sounds like he's actually super optimistic, holding a buy target at $60 when Lucid is trading for $24 right now. So there's a lot of upside for his target, which is good news. Next, you do also have Lucid with a price target at Citi of maintaining a $45 price target. Next, you did have Lucid tweet this out yesterday. I accidentally missed it. They said, we're heading to the SXWX. And if you're like me and did not know what that meant, the SXSW was founded in 1987 in Austin, Texas, and it's best known for its conference and festivals that celebrate the convergence of tech, film, music, education, and culture. So Peter Rawlinson will be speaking there. It says CEO and CTO Peter Rawlinson will take the stage for a discussion about the future of electric vehicles and sustainable transportation. So it'll be fun to see Peter Rawlinson there. Next, I did have a 2-minute clip that I want to play from CNBC for you guys. This was the morning after their earnings release, I believe. So let's go ahead and take a listen to exactly what they said about it.
Morning after the company reported results and slashing its production estimates. Want to get straight over to Phil LeBeau, who joins us with the latest. Phil, what's happening?
Andrew, anytime you cut your production 30 to 40%, your production guidance, I should say, by 30 to 40%, your stock is going to get whacked. And that's what we saw yesterday after Lucid reported its Q4 results. Its new guidance for production for 2022, it was 20,000 vehicles. Now it's in the range of 12 to 14,000 vehicles. Why? The company is dealing with supply chain challenges. And we're not talking about the chip issue. In fact, when I talked to Peter Rawlinson after the numbers came out yesterday, he said this has to do with the commodities that go into the trim, the fit and the finish of the Lucid Air, things like the quality of the glass. He said, look, it wasn't up to snuff. And therefore, we're considering alternative sourcing. The demand, in his opinion, is very strong. And he backs it up by saying, look at our orders and our reservations. They now top 25,000 vehicles. You compare that with the last time they gave us an update, which was in November. There was 17,000 reservations at the time. So that's a 47% increase. But he's saying we are choosing quality over quantity. And if we can't make the high-quality vehicle, and look, you're talking an extremely high-priced vehicles here with the Lucid Air and the rest of the lineup that's coming, you might as well not build them, is what he's saying. So they are going to be slowing down production to focus on quality. One other thing, in terms of production, they have committed to officially building a second assembly plant. This one will be in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They announced that yesterday. You take that plant along with the plant in Arizona, which has already begun production, which is going to be ramping up over the next couple of years. They expect to be at a 500,000 vehicle capacity by the middle of this decade. But again, guys, volume is great, but if you don't have the quality, according to Peter Rawlinson, you can't be building these vehicles, and therefore they're going to be slowing down their production in 2022.
So I thought that was an extremely interesting video. Just kind of reiterating again what I was saying the other day, that Lucid is always going to choose quality over quantity of cars, and it's good just to see. You can just call them the CNBC suits. It's interesting to hear them say pretty similar things. That, well, Peter Rawlinson himself said it, that if you cannot build quality of these cars, then you should not be building them. So I thought that was extremely interesting. I thought it was reassuring that it's not necessarily a company issue. It's just they want to make sure the quality is there. And the revision does hurt, but hopefully it's step ups from here. I do expect the Q2 earnings to be pretty. It'll be interesting. They may be a little rocky, but Q3 and Q4 I do expect to be more positive. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you got any sort of value from it and you enjoyed the day-to-day Lucid news and the middle of the road information, consider subscribing. Like always, see you next time. Happy investing.